Attention today in PA listeners. Don't miss the President's Day window special at Renewal by Anderson of Central PA. Buy one window or door, get one window or door at 40% off and take an additional $200 off your project. Plus $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 year. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. For more information or to schedule your free window and door diagnosis, go to rbacentralpadeals.com. That's rbacentralpadeals.com. A hotel must pay $24 million to underage sex trafficking victims. Meanwhile, a woman who got so drunk she fell off of a stool is now suing the bar where it happened. There's an interesting solution getting suggested for controlling the state's deer population. And a cat named Cupid is up for adoption after recovering from an arrow injury. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. The Days Inn, located in Philadelphia, has to pay $24 million to 8 victims of sex trafficking, all of whom are underage, reports NBC 10 Philadelphia. A statement from the law firm representing the victims, whose ages range from 14 to 17, says the abuse happened over the course of 3 years and that the victims were held in rented rooms for days or weeks at a time. Furthermore, this happened right under management's nose and they did nothing to stop it. The hotel also received nearly 40 complaints during this time period about criminal activity, prostitution included, which went ignored. The U.S. Attorney's Office of Eastern Pennsylvania confirmed that those responsible for these crimes have been arrested and charged. 2 years ago, 55-year-old Mary Jo Jordan was at the Lone Star Inn in Bell Township when, after drinking beer and vodka all night, she fell off of a bar stool, reports the Tribune Review. Jordan claims she suffered from spinal injuries, a concussion, and other ailments after the fall and is now seeking damages from the Lone Star Inn. According to a lawsuit filed in Westmoreland County last week, bartenders continuously served Jordan drinks even though she was, quote, visibly intoxicated, unquote, neglecting what Jordan's attorney Richard Galloway calls as their, quote, duty to shut someone off. Jordan is looking for an unspecified amount in damages for pain and suffering and loss of future earnings. Says one of the managers of the Lone Star Inn of the suit, quote, we're not talking about this. Some scientists have suggested a solution for controlling Pennsylvania's deer population, states Philly Voice, reintroducing cougars back into the land. According to a study, one cougar can kill up to nearly 260 deer throughout its lifetime. That translates into the prevention of about 8 deer-related car crashes and the saving of roughly $40,000 in damages. Over 30 years, that comes out to the prevention of about over 700,000 crashes and saving $2+ billion in damages. Explains study author Laura Prug, quote, cougars are hunting deer year-round. They're able to hunt deer in suburban areas where it's not safe to hunt. However, this suggestion is a non-starter for the State Game Commission. Sums up the commission's fur-bearer biologist Thomas Keller, there's, quote, really so many other things that need to be considered, such as impacts to other species, impacts to humans, social acceptance, and future management. A cat named Cupid got shot by an arrow last week, says PennLive. The cat was discovered in a wooded area of Bartow in Berks County and taken to a local vet who, thankfully, nursed Cupid back to health and gave him his name. Cupid is now up for adoption just in time for Valentine's Day. That wraps up today's episode. Just so you know, tomorrow and Wednesday will be a couple of light episodes since I'm going to be traveling around a bit. Until then, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll see you when I see you for more of Today in PA. Attention Today in PA listeners. Don't miss the President's Day window special at Renewal by Anderson of Central PA. Buy one window or door, get one window or door at 40% off and take an additional $200 off your project. Plus $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 year. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. For more information or to schedule your free window and door diagnosis, go to rbacentralpadeals.com. That's rbacentralpadeals.com.